I have had this for a bit now, and a few people ask me about it, so here is my take. This is basically a modular outdoor couch setup that comes in separate sections, plus a matching coffee table, a couple of throw pillows, and a cover. If you have a patio, a deck, or a small backyard space where you actually want to sit down and spend time, this is meant for that. It is for someone who wants a lounge-style seating area, but also wants the flexibility to move things around when the space or the occasion changes. What makes it different, at least in my day-to-day use, is the modular layout. Instead of being stuck with one shape forever, I can shift sections around depending on what I am doing. When we have people over, I push it into a more open layout so everyone can face each other. When it is just me and my family, I usually keep it in an L shape because it fits my deck better and it leaves a walkway clear. When it arrived, it came in 3 separate boxes. The packaging was honestly solid. Nothing showed up scuffed or bent, and a lot of the cushions were packed inside the furniture pieces. That saved space, and it also kept the cushions from getting dirty or snagged during shipping. I appreciated that because outdoor furniture deliveries can be rough. Assembly is not hard, but it takes some time and a little patience. You are basically building the layout one piece at a time, and the center sections are the same, so it is not confusing once you see how one goes together. There are corner pieces that help lock in the shape you want. I tried a couple configurations before settling on what worked on my deck. I did not want a big U shape because my deck is not huge, and I have a grill on one side. I ended up shaping the seating around that area, and it still feels comfortable without turning the whole deck into a furniture obstacle course. The set also includes little plastic connectors that clamp the sections together. I am glad they included them because the sections can drift apart slightly when people slide in and out, especially on a smoother surface. When I was still experimenting with layouts, I did not use the clamps, but once I committed to the setup, I added them. That made the whole thing feel more like one couch instead of separate chairs pushed together. The coffee table sits low and matches the set. Mine has a glass top that rests on suction cups. In normal adult use it is fine, and it feels stable for drinks and plates. The only real concern is if you have younger kids. I have a 4-year-old, and before I put the glass on, she immediately treated the table like something to climb on. Once the glass was on, I became a lot more cautious. I do not let her jump around that area because glass is glass. If you have kids who like to climb, that is something to think about. In terms of how it looks and feels, it has that woven wicker style on the outside. It reads like typical outdoor furniture, and it does not look out of place on a deck. The cushions are thick enough that I can sit out there for a while without feeling like I need to bring an indoor pillow. The seat height feels natural, and the back cushions give decent support for lounging. I would not call it an upright dining posture kind of seat. It is more for hanging out, talking, and leaning back. The included pillows are a mix of sizes, and the patterned ones add a little contrast. I like that the covers have zippers. That matters in real life because outdoor cushions get sunscreen on them, food on them, and whatever else your day brings. Being able to remove a cover and wash it is the kind of practical feature I always look for. Weather-wise, I have already had it out through a heavy rain. The cushions did better than I expected. Water did not soak straight through the way cheap cushions sometimes do. I did notice a bit of water hanging out near the back of the pillows, kind of where water naturally collects if the cushion is leaning, but it was not a big deal. The next day, with some sun and airflow, everything dried out without weird smells or visible staining. I have not seen warping on the frame pieces, and the wicker weave still looks normal. Daily use has been straightforward. I sit out there with coffee in the morning. We eat outside sometimes, and it is the spot where people naturally gather when friends come over. It changed how we use the deck. Before, we had other stuff up there, and it never felt like a place to actually relax. Now it is where we end up by default. One small thing I will mention is that because it is modular, it rewards a little bit of tweaking. Sometimes you have to nudge a section back into place or re-clamp it, especially after a few days of people sliding around. It is not a huge problem. It is just part of owning furniture that is made of individual pieces. Also, if your deck railing is low like mine and you have an adventurous kid, you will want to keep an eye out. That is not really the furniture's fault, but this kind of seating invites lounging, climbing, and playing, and kids do what kids do. Now I want to address something that is usually part of my reviews: smart features and a mobile app. This does not have any, and honestly that is fine. There is no app to install, no pairing, no updates, no connection issues. It is just outdoor furniture. The practical part is how it fits your space, how it handles weather, how comfortable it is, and whether it is annoying to live with. For me, it has been easy to live with. Overall, I like it. It looks good on my deck. It is comfortable, it has held up through real rain, and the modular pieces let me make it work in a space that is not perfectly shaped for a giant sectional. The glass coffee table top is the one part I treat carefully, especially with a child around, and the modular sections need occasional straightening if you do not clamp them. Those are manageable things, not deal breakers. I will share detailed information about the 7-piece modular outdoor sectional wicker patio conversation set with 2 pillows, coffee table and cover included in the comments section. Everyone, thank you for watching.